Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 213 of playing Persona for Golden in real time. The series where I play through the day in the game on the same date in real life, one day at a time. Now, before we get into the game, two quick minor updates. First off, I made the camera a little more closer to center rather than more diagonal as it was before. I think before is too much to the side when I'm looking at the game, so hopefully this improves it. And also, I got a skin for my chair, so it's nice and more of a black color rather than that light blue before. I felt like it was a little bit too distracting, so hopefully it improves the quality of the stream. But without further ado, today's November 9th, so let's go ahead and see what the gang is up to today. So getting synced up to start us off as usual. That classic stroll down the stairs.
Good day.
Do you have any plans after school? I would like you to come with me. Will you spend the day with Naoto? I mean, that is very tempting, so yes.
Thank you.
There's something I want to show you. I shall see you later then. You decide to spend the afternoon with Naoto. Hopefully we can get a genuine smile 2 days in a row. Classes have ended for today. Nanako is in no condition to be visited. You must wait for her to recover. You recall that you have already made plans with someone. You should be going soon. Alright, let's see what we uncovered today. Samigawa Floodplain. Naoto brought a new challenge from the Phantom Thief. This was in my mailbox this morning. The Phantom Thief knows where I live. Didn't they break into her bedroom already? So I think they kind of figured that out. Which means he had other reasons for having you deliver the first card. Why you, though? Let's say... I mean, I would like to kind of mention how close we are. But I think I look pretty reliable, so let's go ahead and say that one. I mean, they probably saw me strolling down the stairs with my hand in my pocket, so they're like, this guy can take care of it. I don't think that's the sort of metric the culprit would use. Naoto is laughing heartily. So then, what do you think of the contents of this card? The card reads as follows. When the banks close, the fruit tree grows. By the large 7 at the third is the spot I chose. More cryptic this time. Well, I anticipated that. The first thing that comes to mind with fruit tree is the original card, but the second sentence, by the 7 at the third, what do these numerical values mean? When the banks close, the fruit tree grows. By the large 7 at the third is the spot I chose. Yeah, this one, the others, I was solving it pretty quickly, but it does seem like the numbers are important. I mean, if there's a riddle and they mention specific numbers, probably shouldn't be ignoring them. The numbers themselves? The 7 and the third. Naoto's eyes lit up. When the banks close, the fruit tree grows. Look at the 3rd and 7th words. Banks and tree. Oh, okay. In other words, by the large tree at the banks is the spot I chose. Anyway, let's search for the biggest tree at this river's banks. You search the riverbank with Naoto. There is something buried by the tree you found. I knew it. This watch brings back memories. Naoto holds a digital watch, slightly large for a child's wrist. This is pretty advanced, you know. It's one of the 7 tools of the detective. It has an extremely strong backlight. You can use it to blind the enemy. I modified it when I was a child. I've always loved this sort of thing, ever since childhood. I preferred robots and cars to dolls and teddy bears. I liked high places, so I had a secret base in the trees. I enjoyed that. Why? Why couldn't I have been born male? It would have been much easier for me. I could have done what I wanted to with Ghosto. It's funny, isn't it? Oh, Naoto, born 12 years too early. Let's say... I mean, it's kind of hard to handle this. This is definitely a pretty sensitive subject, but... I mean, I don't want them to regret anything, so I guess let's go ahead and say, I'm glad you're a girl. And I'm sure Kanji is as well. Huh? What are you saying? There's nothing good about it. Naoto is panicking fiercely. Really, it's quite difficult to keep my composure when you're around. I feel like I'm being lectured, like I'm still a child. Naoto looks at her feet, embarrassed. You feel your relationship with Naoto has grown deeper. I kind of felt like it grew a little bit more distant after that interaction. I mean, we'll take it. I definitely want to get as close to Naoto as we can. The Naoto Hiragana social link has reached level 6. Your power to create personas with the Fortune Arcana has grown. Naoto's growth of heart has affected her persona as well. Oh, nice. This persona cannot remember any more skills. Please choose once for yet. I'm kind of curious, if we replace something other than Invigorate 1, do we get 8 SP per turn? Like, that would be nice, but I think, honestly, that might be overkill, especially with the Mage's Mark. So let's go ahead, we'll just replace Invigorate 1. Invigorate 2 has replaced Invigorate 1. It seems I've been doing all the talking. Why don't you tell me about yourself? What were you like as a child? I wish I could have seen it.
I'll see you again.
You chatted idly with Naoto, then went home. Okay, not as positive as the last time we hung out, but, you know, it is what it is. You hear someone at the front door. Your order from the show has arrived. Oh, we don't have Naoto to accept it for us. It's the Eagle Eye combo you purchased from the TV show. Obtained Eagle Eye and diet food. In addition, you obtained a bonus prize sticker. You can work as a janitor at the hospital today. Alright, let's go ahead and do some more reading. Knock out the rest of that book about pests. Oh, I forget, we did also buy the final lesson. But let's go ahead and finish up Guide to Pests, and then we can get the final lesson next time. You decide to continue reading Guide to Pests, an enthusiastically written book about pests. Each pest is described in 2 full-color pages with lots of trivia. There are many diagrams illustrating the shapes of skeletons and digestive systems. It gave you goosebumps. Since you finished hyperspeed reading, you're able to read more than normal. You have finished reading Guide to Pests. Your knowledge has significantly increased. Your courage has significantly increased. Alright, grew a little bit closer to Naoto despite the awkward exchange, and learned some more about bugs, so pretty productive day overall. Now, that's going to wrap up the gameplay portion today and bring us on to Shuffle Time. So, today's card is the 2 of Swords in the reverse position. So, let's go ahead and see what that means fate has in store for us today. The situation we see in the reverse 2 of cards is a stalemate of a legendary kind, one where 2 forces are battling each other. This battle can be representative of both something internal or external, and you are forced to be in between and be the decision maker. However, because neither party seems particularly pleasing to work with, you may find yourself confused. The pressure is too much, and you are unable to make a decision. When you do make the decision, it will be choosing between 2 bad outcomes. Do not worry, the more important thing here is to make a choice from then on, From then on, we can deal with whatever consequences come. Okay. I think that's definitely a good attitude to have about it. Sometimes you do just have to pick the lesser of 2 evils. And when I kind of have situations like that, I try to think, what would I prefer I had done a year from now, or even just a month from now? And that tends to make it to put you in a frame of mind to consider it in the long term rather than just the immediate, easier option. And so, you know, I think that's one way to get through it. But I think it's also important to focus on action and making that decision and then dealing with it rather than just stalling and spending a lot of time not doing either and then having to do that anyway. So just some good things to keep in mind when situations like that come up. But that's going to be another card down and another day done. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along with the journey, as I do this every day. But either way, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.